Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you look back at photos or videos and you wonder, why did I do that? Well, that's what this video is about. The times that I look back at my videos or when I was actually ego lifting instead of training properly. Let's get into it. Now, the first video that comes to mind is one that I actually did that was outlandish. I was training biceps and I think I started out at like 135 pounds on the barbell. And as you look at the video, I'm not focusing on contraction. I'm not focusing on my negatives or anything like that. I'm just ego lifting. And for years I wondered, why weren't my biceps growing? It wasn't until I started focusing on proper technique that I started to notice growth in my biceps. That peak started to elevate. The muscles actually started to pop out way more. I used to notice back in the days, I used to flex my bicep and it would just look like a flat surface. There was no peak elevation. But now, through proper technique and proper training and listening to my body, I fully understand how to actually get the biceps to grow. Now, the next video that I'm going to show is me working my way all the way up to 405 for shoulder shrugs. Can I do it? Yeah. Should I do it? It's up to me to figure it out. One thing I will tell you is that with the heavier weight, it's harder to control it. And sometimes you don't even get the benefits of the workouts if you're going too heavy with the weight. Shoulder shrugs, I really see no reason to go over 225 with shoulder shrugs. You're gonna get the same effect. And you're actually gonna be able to focus on proper technique instead of ego lifting. Lastly, squats. I'm gonna play this clip for you guys. Check this out. What you guys will notice is I actually made this video because this song had came out and I felt like it would be cool to do it. But as you notice, as I squat into depth, I never hit depth. And I have another clip where I'm doing the same weight and I'm not hitting depth until the last squat is when I finally hit it. Fast forward. Now I'm finally able to hit it, get deep as I need to go, focusing on actually growing the muscles. Have you guys ever noticed that there's a lot of guys that can squat heavy, but they don't have any teardrop or quad development? You can't see the developed muscles. I don't consider myself a bodybuilder or anything like that. I consider myself to be a body sculptor. I know how to develop any muscle in the body with years of training and actually listening to and focusing on my body. But part of the reason why I record videos of myself is to be able to look back on my past to understand how far I've come and how far I need to go, and if I need to grow in certain areas. As I look at my body, I realize there are certain weak areas that I have to focus on, if not twice, maybe sometimes 3 times a week. But you have to do what you have to do to make sure that you ensure that your body grows. So when I step out, people will approach me and say, hey, are you a bodybuilder? No, never even liked the sport. I'm more of a power builder. I like power. I like for my physique to be able to display what it looks like. What do I mean by that? Power. If I look like I could bench press 500, I should be able to bench press 500. Moral of the story, guys, is this. When it comes down to training, you always want to use proper technique. If you don't use proper technique, you leave yourself open to injuries and lack of growth. Yeah, you may get stronger, but is your physique that everyone's looking for? Is your physique that physique? Or when you go to the pool party, you take your shirt off, all eyes are on you. Come on, fellas. At the end of the day, we know what we do it for. So how about this? Let's turn it up this year, 2024. all summer, all winter. We're going hard. We're not playing any games. We're going to make sure that we get those physiques that we're looking for. And when it's time to, we can show up and show out.